Learning English is not about being smart. It is about training your brain every day. Many people understand English when they listen or read, but when they want to speak, their mind becomes empty. This happens because the brain is still thinking in the first language. Then it tries to translate. Translation is slow. Translation creates fear. Translation kills confidence. Thinking in English is a skill. Skills are built with practice, not with talent, not with age, not with luck. When you train your brain to think in English, you stop translating. You start reacting. You start speaking naturally. This is the real goal. Your brain learns by repetition. What you repeat becomes normal. If you repeat silence, your brain learns silence. If you repeat fear, your brain learns fear. If you repeat simple English every day, your brain learns English slowly, calmly, naturally. Do not try to speak perfect English. Perfection is a trap. Perfect English does not exist. Real English is simple. Real English is clear. Native speakers use simple words. They repeat words. They make mistakes. And they keep talking. Start with small thoughts. Talk to yourself in English. When you wake up, say simple sentences. Today is a new day. I will try again. I am learning English. I am getting better. These sentences look small, but they train your brain. Your brain does not need pressure. Pressure blocks learning. Your brain needs safety. When you feel safe, you learn faster. Tell yourself that mistakes are allowed. Tell yourself that progress matters more than speed. English is not an exam. English is a tool. You use it to express ideas. You use it to connect with people. You use it to open doors. When you understand this, your fear becomes smaller. In this journey, patience is power. You will feel slow sometimes. You will feel tired sometimes. This is normal. Do not stop. Every simple sentence you think in English is a victory. Every small effort changes your brain. This is how the process starts. Slowly, simply, step by step, one thought at a time. Many learners fail because they try to learn English like a subject. They memorize rules. They memorize grammar. They memorize long word lists. Their brain becomes tired. Their motivation dies. This is not how language works. Language is built through use. A child does not study grammar. A child listens. A child repeats. A child copies sounds. The brain learns patterns naturally. Adults can do the same, but adults overthink. Overthinking is the enemy. When you think in your native language first, you create a wall. That wall slows your speech. It makes you nervous. It makes you afraid of mistakes. To remove this wall, you must create new habits. Habits are built by daily action, not by big plans, not by motivation, speeches, just small actions repeated every day. Thinking in English is one of those actions. Start describing your world in English. Look around you. Name what you see. This is a chair. This is a phone. I am sitting. I am listening. I am learning. These sentences look too easy, but easy is powerful. Your brain likes clarity. Simple sentences are clear. Long, complicated sentences confuse the brain. When the brain is confused, it shuts down. Keep everything simple. Do not translate in your head. If you do not know a word, explain it with easy English. This builds flexibility. This builds confidence. This trains real thinking. For example, if you forget a word, do not panic. Say it another way. If you forget the word hungry, say, I want food. If you forget the word tired, say I need rest. Communication matters more than perfect words. The more you do this, the stronger your English thinking becomes. One day, you will notice something strange. English words will appear without effort. You will not translate. You will just know. This moment does not come suddenly. It comes quietly. You will be speaking and then you realize you are not thinking in your first language anymore. This is progress. Your brain changes through consistency, not speed, not pressure, just daily exposure, daily use, daily thinking. This is why simple daily practice beats everything else. Even long study sessions, even expensive courses, even complex books. Keep going. Keep it simple. Your brain is learning even when you feel slow. Thinking in English is not magic. It is training, like training a muscle. At first, the muscle is weak. You cannot lift much. You get tired fast. But if you train every day, the muscle grows. The brain works the same way. Most learners wait for confidence. This is a mistake. Confidence comes after action, not before it. If you wait to feel ready, you will wait forever. Start now, even if you feel stupid. Feeling stupid is part of learning. Your brain needs repetition. 1 time is not enough. 2 times is not enough. 10 times is still not enough. Repetition creates familiarity. Familiarity creates speed. Speed creates confidence. Choose one simple daily routine. For example, talk to yourself in English every morning. Just 5 minutes. Talk about your day. Talk about your plans. Talk about your feelings. Say simple things. Today, I wake up early. Today, I feel tired. Today, I will study English. This is enough. Do not judge your English. Judgment kills progress. Your English does not need to be perfect. It needs to exist. Existence comes before perfection. Many people compare themselves to others. This is poison. You do not see their journey. You only see the result. Comparison creates pressure. Pressure blocks the brain. A blocked brain cannot learn. Focus on your own progress. Yesterday, you knew 10 words. Today, you know 11. This is growth. Small growth is still growth. Listening is also thinking. When you listen, your brain learns structure, rhythm, sound. Do not just hear English. Listen actively. Try to understand without translating. Even if you understand only 50%, it is fine. Your brain fills the gaps over time. Speak out loud. Do not keep English in your head only. The mouth is part of learning. Speaking connects brain and body. When you speak, you make English real. Mistakes are teachers. Every mistake shows you where to improve. If you avoid mistakes, you avoid learning. Make mistakes proudly. They mean you are trying. Your accent does not matter. Clarity matters. Communication matters. Many fluent speakers have accents. Accent is not failure. Silence is. Create an English environment. Change your phone language. Watch simple videos. Read easy texts. Surround your brain with English. The brain adapts to its environment. Do not study English once a week. English needs frequency. Little every day is better than a lot once in a while. Consistency beats intensity. Some days you will feel stuck. This is normal. Progress is not linear. Sometimes the brain is reorganizing. Trust the process. One day English will feel natural, not perfect, not native, but natural enough. You will think. You will react. You will express yourself without fear. This is the goal, not perfection. Freedom. Keep training. Keep thinking. Keep going. Many people think learning English is about talent. This idea is wrong. Language is a skill. Skills are built. They are not gifts. Nobody is born speaking English. Everyone learns it step by step. The brain learns language through exposure. Exposure means seeing and hearing English many times. When you see the same words again and again, they stop feeling strange. They start feeling normal. Normal things are easy to use. Fear is the biggest enemy. Fear of mistakes. Fear of judgment. Fear of sounding stupid. Fear keeps your mouth closed. A closed mouth cannot practice. You must accept discomfort. Learning always feels uncomfortable at first. Growth lives inside discomfort. Comfort means no change. When you think in your native language and translate to English, your brain works twice. This creates delay. Delay creates stress. Stress blocks speaking. Thinking directly in English removes one step. Fewer steps mean faster speech. Faster speech means more confidence. Start with very small thoughts. Do not try to express complex ideas. Think simple. I am hungry. I am tired. I like this. I do not like that. Simple thoughts train the brain. Your brain needs permission to be slow. Speed comes later. Do not rush the process. Rushing creates frustration. Frustration creates quitting. Speak slowly, clearly, with intention. Speed will come naturally. Use English in real-life moments. When you see a chair, say chair in your mind. When you open a door, say door. When you drink water, say water. This connects English to reality. Reality-based learning is powerful. The brain remembers what it uses. Write in English every day. Short sentences are enough. Write about your day. Write about what you see. Writing strengthens thinking. Do not memorize long word lists. Words without context disappear. Learn words inside sentences. Sentences give meaning. Read easy content. Very easy. If it feels too easy, it is perfect. Easy input builds confidence. Confidence builds momentum. Hard content too early causes overload. Overload causes burnout. Listen to English daily, even passively, while walking, while resting, while doing simple tasks. The brain absorbs patterns. Do not translate every word. Understand the message. Meaning is more important than precision. Your brain learns language like a child, through repetition, through context, through patience. Celebrate small wins. You understood a sentence. You spoke without stopping. You remembered a word. These moments matter. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. Build habits, not motivation. Some days you will not feel progress. This does not mean nothing is happening. Learning is invisible before it becomes visible. Trust consistency. Trust time. Trust effort. English is not a mountain. It is a path. Walk it daily. You are not late. You are not incapable. You are learning. Continue. Most learners try to learn English fast. Speed looks attractive, but speed without foundation breaks everything. Language needs roots. Roots grow slowly. Your brain needs time to build connections. Every word connects to meaning. Every sentence connects to experience. This process cannot be rushed. Daily practice is more important than long study sessions. 10 minutes every day is stronger than 3 hours once a week. Consistency trains the brain to expect English. When the brain expects English, it becomes ready. Ready brains learn faster. Choose one main source of English, one voice, one style, one level. Too many sources confuse the brain. Simplicity creates clarity. Repetition is not boring. Repetition is training. Athletes repeat basic moves. Musicians repeat simple notes. Language learners repeat sentences. Repeat sentences out loud. Your mouth must learn English. Thinking alone is not enough. Speaking trains muscles. Muscles need repetition. Do not worry about accent. Accent does not block communication. Silence does. People understand effort. They do not judge mistakes as much as you think. Most judgment lives inside your own mind. Make English part of your identity. Do not say I'm trying to learn English. Say I'm learning English. Words shape belief. Belief shapes action. Action shapes results. Use English to think about your goals, your dreams, your plans. When English becomes emotional, it becomes memorable. Emotion locks memory. Dry information fades. Emotional language stays. Talk to yourself in English. This is not strange. This is training. Athletes visualize. You verbalize. Mistakes are signals. They show where growth is needed. No mistakes mean no progress. Do not correct every mistake immediately. Fluency needs flow. Flow comes before perfection. Perfectionism kills progress. Progress builds perfection later. Your brain learns patterns before rules. Grammar rules are explanations, not foundations. Let patterns form first. Listening helps patterns form. Speaking helps patterns activate. Watch content slightly above your level. Not too easy, not too hard. This zone builds growth. If you feel lost all the time, it is too hard. If you feel bored all the time, it is too easy. Balance is key. English is a tool. Use it. Do not worship it. Tools get better through use. You will have days of doubt. This is normal. Do not stop on those days. Continue quietly. Momentum grows silently. One day, you realize you understand more. You speak more. You fear less. That day comes from showing up when motivation is low. Learning English changes how you see the world. New ideas, new perspectives, new confidence. This journey is worth it. Keep going. There was a man named Adam. Adam wanted to learn English, not for exams, not for school, for life. Adam was not young. Adam was not rich. Adam was not confident. But Adam was tired of staying the same. Every day Adam watched videos in English. He understood some words. He missed many words. When he wanted to speak, his mouth stayed closed. Adam felt frustrated. He felt slow. He felt behind others. One day, Adam decided to stop waiting. He stopped waiting for confidence. He stopped waiting for perfect conditions. That day, Adam made a simple decision. He decided to think in English every day. The first day was hard, very hard. His mind kept switching back to his native language. He felt uncomfortable. When Adam woke up, he said simple sentences. I am awake. Today is a new day. I will try again. These sentences felt strange, but Adam repeated them. During the day, Adam talked to himself. While walking, while eating, while resting. I am walking now. I am eating food. I am learning English. Sometimes Adam forgot words. He did not stop. He explained with simple words. He did not judge himself. He did not quit. At night, Adam felt tired, but something was different. He felt proud, not because he was fluent, but because he tried. The next day, Adam repeated the same routine, again and again. Some days were good, some days were bad, but Adam continued. Slowly his brain started changing. English words came faster, fear became smaller. Adam was still a beginner, but he was moving forward. This was the beginning of the story, not a miracle, not a shortcut, just one man, one decision, one habit. And this habit would change everything. The journey had just started. Adam continued his routine every day. He did not wait for motivation. He followed the habit. In the beginning, his thoughts were slow. English sentences came with effort, but effort was no longer scary. Adam started noticing small changes. He understood more when he listened. He guessed meaning without translating. When Adam watched videos, he stopped pausing all the time. He let the language flow. He focused on meaning, not on every word. Some words repeated again and again. These words became familiar. Familiar words felt safe. Adam started using these words in his own thoughts. The brain likes what it recognizes. One day, Adam spoke to a stranger online. Just a short message. Simple English. His hands were shaking, but he pressed send. The reply came. The other person understood him. This moment changed something inside Adam. He realized communication was possible. From that day, Adam stopped aiming for perfect sentences. He aimed for clear meaning. He spoke slowly. He allowed pauses. He stayed calm. Mistakes still happened, but they no longer stopped him. Adam noticed another change. His inner voice became kinder. He stopped saying, I am bad at English. He started saying, I am learning. Words shape belief. Belief shapes action. Adam also changed his environment. His phone language became English. Simple apps. Simple settings. At first, this felt uncomfortable. Then it felt normal. English became part of his day. Not a special activity. Not a heavy task. Just part of life. Adam did not study for long hours, but he practiced daily. This consistency built trust. Trust in himself. Trust in the process. The fear was still there, but it was smaller. Adam was not fluent yet, but he was no longer stuck. He was moving, and movement creates momentum. The story was still unfolding. As days passed, Adam noticed something important. English was no longer a separate task. It was becoming part of his thinking. When Adam woke up, he no longer forced English. Simple sentences appeared naturally. Today I feel calm. Today, I'll practice again. This felt new, and this felt good. Adam started listening more carefully, not just to understand words, but to feel the rhythm, the speed, the tone. He realized English had music, and music helps memory. Adam repeated sentences he heard, out loud, quietly, without shame. Sometimes he repeated the same sentence many times. Repetition did not feel boring anymore. It felt useful. One evening, Adam realized something surprising. He reacted in English without planning. A thought appeared, and English followed. This moment was small, but powerful. Adam smiled, not because he was fluent, but because his brain was changing. He stopped counting progress. He focused on process. When Adam did not understand something, he stayed patient. He did not panic. He trusted context. Context became his teacher. Adam also learned to rest. He did not push too hard. He protected his energy. Some days he only listened. Some days he only spoke. Some days he only thought. All of it mattered. English stopped feeling heavy. It became lighter. Adam still made mistakes, but mistakes felt normal. Normal things do not scare the brain. He also stopped comparing himself to others. He focused on yesterday, him. Yesterday Adam was silent. Today Adam tried. That was enough. The journey was no longer about English. It was about confidence. And confidence was growing quietly. The story was moving forward. Adam reached a new stage. He stopped being afraid of silence. Before this, silence scared him. Now, silence helped him think. When someone spoke English, Adam did not rush. He listened. He waited. He let meaning come. This patience changed everything. Adam noticed his mind was calmer. Calm minds learn faster. He started speaking slower, clearer, with confidence. People understood him more, not because his English was perfect, because his message was clear. Adam learned that communication matters more than grammar. Every day he met English in small ways. A video title, a short sentence, a simple story. He did not skip these moments. He used them. Small moments built strong habits. Adam began to enjoy mistakes. Each mistake showed him the next step. Mistakes became signs of progress. One night, Adam remembered his old fear. He remembered staying quiet. He remembered avoiding words. That version of Adam felt far away. Now, Adam tried, even when unsure. Trying became natural. He also learned to think in ideas, not in translation. When he thought of an idea, English followed. This was slow, but real. Adam trusted slow progress. He no longer searched for shortcuts. He followed consistency. Every day had English. Even if it was small, Adam understood something deep. Language is built by daily contact, not by pressure, not by force. His confidence grew quietly, without noise, without drama. The story continued. Adam entered a period of deep change. Not fast, not loud, but real. He stopped counting days. He stopped checking progress every hour. He trusted the process. Every morning, Adam listened to English, not for long hours, but with full attention. He listened while walking, while resting, while thinking. English became part of his life, not a task, not a burden. Adam started to notice patterns. Words appeared again and again. These words stayed in his mind. He did not force memorization. Memory came naturally. Adam spoke to himself, out loud, without fear. At first, it felt strange. Then it felt normal. He described his day, his thoughts, his plans. English became a mirror of his mind. Some days were hard. Some days felt empty. Adam did not stop. He learned discipline, not motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. He continued even when tired, even when bored. This was the difference. Adam also learned to simplify. He used simple words, short sentences. Clarity became his strength. People understood him easily. Adam realized something important. Complex English is not power. Clear English is power. He stopped comparing himself to others. Comparison slowed him down. He focused on his path. Every small win mattered. A new word, a clear sentence, a confident moment. These wins built belief. Adam felt proud, quietly, without telling anyone. He knew progress was happening. The journey was still long, but Adam was ready. The story moved forward. Adam reached a stage where English no longer felt foreign. It felt familiar, not perfect, but comfortable. He could understand more without translating. This surprised him. His mind started thinking in English sometimes. Small thoughts, simple ideas. This was a big change. Adam remembered the days when every sentence was hard, when every word felt heavy. Now, words flowed more easily. He still made mistakes, many mistakes, but mistakes no longer stopped him. He accepted them. Adam understood something important. Mistakes are signs of growth. Silence is not. He chose mistakes over silence. Adam began watching simple stories, short videos, clear voices. He listened carefully. He repeated sentences. Not many times, just enough. He focused on rhythm, on feeling. English started to sound natural. Adam also read short texts every day. Stories, life lessons. He did not rush. He read slowly. Understanding was more important than speed. Adam noticed his confidence growing. Not loud confidence, quiet confidence. He was no longer afraid of English. Fear was gone. One day, Adam spoke English with someone new. His heart beat fast, but he spoke anyway. The sentences were simple, but clear. The other person understood him. That moment stayed in his mind. It was proof that effort works. Adam smiled that day, not because he was fluent, but because he was brave. He continued his routine, daily listening, daily speaking, daily reading. No excuses. Some days were short, some days were longer. Consistency mattered more than time. Adam learned patience. Language learning is slow, but powerful. Adam trusted himself. The journey continued. Adam started to see English as a tool, not a subject. It was no longer something to study. It was something to use. He used English in small moments. Thinking, reading signs, watching short clips. English became part of his day. Adam stopped waiting for perfect conditions. No perfect time, no perfect place. He practiced anywhere, in the morning, in the evening, even for a few minutes. Small effort every day. He learned that consistency beats motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Habit stays. Adam built habits. He spoke to himself in English. Simple sentences, daily thoughts. He described his day, his plans, his feelings. This helped him think faster. Adam also listened more than he spoke. Listening trained his brain. He listened without subtitles. Sometimes, not understanding everything. That was okay. Understanding everything was not the goal. Progress was. Adam stopped comparing himself to others. That comparison had slowed him before. Now, he focused on himself. Yesterday versus today. That was enough. One evening, Adam realized something. English no longer scared him. The fear that once blocked him was gone. He felt calm when hearing English. Calm is power. Adam knew fluency was closer now. Not because he rushed, but because he stayed patient. He trusted the process. Every small step counted. Adam kept moving forward. The journey was still going. Adam reached a new stage. He stopped translating in his head. Before this, every sentence passed through his first language. Slow, heavy. Now, English came naturally. Not perfect, but flowing. He noticed this change one quiet day. He was watching a simple video. No subtitles. He understood the meaning, not word by word, but idea by idea. That moment mattered. Adam smiled, not because he was fluent, but because progress was real. He started to enjoy mistakes. Mistakes showed movement. Silence showed fear. Adam chose movement. He spoke even when unsure. He used simple words, clear thoughts. People understood him. That was enough. Confidence grew slowly, like a plant. Daily care, no rush. Adam read short stories in English. Every day, not fast, not slow, steady. He reread stories many times. Each time felt easier. Familiar words became friends. New words stopped feeling dangerous. Adam kept a small notebook. Not fancy, not perfect. He wrote words he liked. Not all words, only useful ones. This made learning lighter. English was no longer a burden. It was part of his identity. Now, Adam also changed his mindset. He stopped asking how long it would take. That question caused pressure. He asked a better question. What can I do today? This kept him moving, one step every day. Adam noticed people reacting differently. They listened. They responded. Communication happened. That was the real goal. Not accent, not speed. Connection. Adam felt proud. Quietly. No announcement. No celebration. Just progress. He knew the journey was still long, but now he trusted himself. English was no longer the enemy. It was his companion, and he kept going forward. Adam's days became structured. He no longer skipped English. It was part of his routine. Morning listening, short reading, daily reflection, simple speaking exercises. Even small steps mattered. He learned that repetition is power. Adam noticed another change. He could understand videos faster. Sentences that were hard before felt easier. The meaning appeared naturally. He also practiced speaking with friends online. Short messages, clear words, simple sentences. People understood him. This built confidence. Adam used English in real life too. Signs, instructions, menus, even small interactions at stores. Every tiny effort added up. He realized fear had shrunk. Mistakes no longer embarrassed him. They taught him something. Adam read life stories in English. Stories about courage. Stories about learning. Stories about growth. He connected these stories to his own life. English became a bridge to knowledge. He also learned patience. Fluency is not instant. It grows with effort. Adam's listening improved naturally. He could understand movies without subtitles sometimes. Songs became clearer. He started thinking in English more often. Small thoughts first, short sentences, later ideas, simple planning. Adam realized he enjoyed learning. It was not a chore anymore. It was part of his identity. He celebrated small wins quietly. A correct sentence, a new word used correctly, a short conversation without panic. Adam also understood the importance of environment. He surrounded himself with English content, videos, texts, apps. Even his phone's language changed. Every exposure helped. Every small habit compounded. Adam knew the journey was long, but he trusted his process. He moved forward every day. The story continued. He was no longer the same person who feared English. Confidence was growing, step by step. Adam entered a new phase in his journey. He stopped worrying about speed. He focused on consistency. Small daily actions mattered more than long study hours. He listened every morning. He read every evening. He spoke every chance he got, even if just a sentence, even if imperfect. Adam realized repetition created familiarity. The brain accepted patterns naturally. Words became friends. Sentences became habits. He also practiced thinking in English. He described his thoughts aloud. He planned his day in English. He reflected on his feelings, all in simple sentences. This practice gave him freedom. Freedom from translation. Freedom from hesitation. Adam started noticing improvement in unexpected ways. He understood jokes. He followed simple instructions. He responded quickly. His confidence grew quietly. He no longer feared mistakes. Mistakes became lessons. Every correction strengthened his understanding. Adam also realized that small wins built motivation. A single clear sentence created belief. A short conversation created courage. He watched videos daily, not for hours, not for perfection, just enough to notice patterns. He repeated useful sentences. He mimicked rhythm and intonation. He learned how English sounded naturally. Adam stopped comparing himself to others. Other learners did not matter. His only competition was yesterday's Adam. This mindset changed everything. Pressure decreased. Stress disappeared. Learning became joyful. Adam also reflected on his progress. Every month he noticed improvement. Every week he could do something he could not before. Small habits compounded. Effort multiplied. Confidence increased. Adam realized that English was no longer a task. It was a part of him, a tool to connect, a way to express himself. He continued daily, not because he had to, but because he wanted to. The journey was still ongoing. Every day was an opportunity. Every small step mattered. Adam smiled quietly. He knew the real transformation was happening. Inside him, the story continued. Adam reached a level where English felt natural. He no longer panicked when hearing new words. He understood slowly but surely. He read short stories every day. Each time he read, comprehension improved. He noticed patterns in grammar. He noticed useful phrases. He repeated them aloud. Adam also started speaking to himself in English every morning. He described his plans. He described his dreams. He described small moments. Speaking daily built confidence. Even simple sentences counted. Even short phrases mattered. He listened to videos in English. Sometimes he did not understand every word. That was okay. Understanding ideas was enough. Adam started thinking in English, naturally. He no longer translated in his head. Ideas came first. Words followed. He also learned patience. Progress was slow, but steady. He knew slow progress lasts. Adam practiced consistently. Every day, he spent a few minutes on listening, a few minutes on reading, a few minutes on speaking. Even tiny efforts added up. Consistency beat long but irregular practice. He kept a small notebook. He wrote new words. He wrote useful sentences. He reviewed them daily. Adam also noticed his mindset changed. He stopped fearing mistakes. Mistakes became lessons. Every error was a clue. He connected English with life, daily situations, small interactions, ideas he wanted to express. He started enjoying learning. It was no longer pressure, no longer stress. Learning became joy. Adam reflected on past fear. He remembered staying silent. He remembered avoiding words that Adam felt far away. Now he spoke. He expressed. He moved forward. He also realized progress was invisible sometimes. He could not see improvement every day, but it was happening. Adam trusted the journey. He moved forward quietly, step by step, day by day. English became part of him, not a subject, not a challenge, a tool, a companion. Adam entered a stage where everything started to feel easier. He no longer needed to think twice before forming a sentence. Words came naturally, ideas flowed. He could express himself with clarity. His listening improved drastically. He could watch simple videos and understand the main ideas without subtitles. Songs became clear. Instructions in English were easy to follow. Even short conversations in public became comfortable. Adam still made mistakes, but mistakes no longer stopped him. He embraced them. He corrected himself gently. Every mistake became a lesson. He practiced every day, not for hours, but for steady minutes, with full attention. Consistency built strong habits. Habits created results. Adam also started thinking ahead. He planned his daily routine in English. He wrote simple sentences describing his goals. He spoke about his day, his thoughts, and his feelings in English. Even if short, even if imperfect, small daily actions compounded. A new word each day, a new phrase mastered, a confident sentence spoken. Little by little, Adam built fluency. He began reflecting on past struggles. He remembered fear of speaking, fear of misunderstanding, fear of making mistakes in front of others. Those fears were shrinking. Confidence was growing quietly, step by step, sentence by sentence. Adam noticed improvement in real life. People understood him. They listened. They responded. This gave him proof that his effort mattered. He learned to enjoy the process. He no longer focused on perfection. Progress became the goal. Every small step mattered. Adam started reading short stories for pleasure, not just to learn words, but to enjoy ideas. Characters became friends. Scenes became lessons. He also listened to short podcasts and news. Every day a bit more. Each time, comprehension increased. Each time, vocabulary expanded. Speaking became natural. Writing became easier. Reading felt enjoyable. Listening felt like understanding a story. Adam reflected on his transformation. The person who feared English felt far away. Now, he was confident, capable, patient, disciplined. The journey was still ongoing, but Adam was no longer the same person. He had changed, quietly, consistently, every day, every step. He knew the final stage was near. Fluency was approaching. All his effort, patience, and daily habits had led him here. Adam reached a stage where he could feel real progress. He no longer panicked when speaking. He no longer hesitated to express ideas. Simple sentences became natural. Longer sentences became possible. He read more confidently. Every story became easier to understand. Every word he learned stayed in his memory. He could recognize patterns. Grammar and vocabulary started to feel familiar. Adam's listening improved. Videos, podcasts, and conversations became clearer. He could predict words and meaning from context. Understanding was smoother. His brain processed English faster. He practiced speaking daily, not for perfection, but to communicate. Short phrases, simple sentences, questions, statements. Confidence grew with every attempt. Mistakes were no longer failures. They were guidance. They showed areas to improve. They were steps forward. Adam also started writing short texts in English. He described his day. He shared his thoughts. He wrote ideas. Even if simple, even if imperfect, consistency became his key. Small actions every day created major change. Patience and persistence were his allies. He remembered the Adam of the past, the one who feared speaking, the one who avoided mistakes, the one who waited for the perfect time. That Adam was gone. Now, he acted daily. Daily effort became his routine. Adam realized English was no longer a challenge. It was part of life, part of identity, a tool for communication and learning. He listened, spoke, read, and wrote daily. He connected ideas from stories to life lessons. English became meaningful, useful, enjoyable. He reflected on progress. Every month he could do more. Every week understanding increased. Every day small improvements added up. Adam learned patience and persistence. Slow progress is lasting. Quick fixes are temporary. Daily habits create results. He enjoyed mistakes. Now, mistakes showed learning. Silence showed fear. Action showed growth. Adam trusted himself and the process. Fluency was near. Confidence was growing. The journey had shaped him. He smiled quietly. No announcement, no show, just inner satisfaction. English was no longer intimidating. It was his companion, a skill, a key, a bridge to opportunities. Adam knew the journey was still ongoing. Every day was a new chance. Every step mattered. Every small action counted. He was ready to continue, to keep learning, to keep growing, to use English to connect, express, and explore. The story of Adam's transformation continues. Small steps, daily practice, consistency, patience, action, confidence. And now, it was your turn. Start your journey today, step by step, day by day. Small actions create big change. Keep moving forward. Adam noticed something powerful. Learning English was not only about words. It was about growth, confidence, patience, consistency, discipline. Every day he invested time, even small amounts, even if imperfect. Every action added up. He spoke to friends online, short messages, simple conversations, even small chats mattered. Adam also reflected quietly. He compared himself only to yesterday, not to others. Every small improvement became motivation. Every mistake became a lesson. He listened to stories in English. He read sentences aloud. He repeated phrases. He paid attention to rhythm and tone. English became natural. Adam started to notice opportunities, books, videos, people. Everything around him became a teacher. Every moment became practice. He wrote daily notes, simple sentences, thoughts, plans, dreams. He also helped others, explaining small tips, sharing ideas, even in English, imperfect. This reinforced his learning. Adam realized consistency was the secret. Not hours of study at once, but small daily efforts. Every day, every sentence, every word. He practiced speaking in the morning. He listened in the afternoon. He read in the evening. He reviewed at night. Daily habits created mastery. Adam also reflected on fear. Fear had shrunk. Mistakes no longer stopped him. Courage grew quietly, step by step. He enjoyed the process. He laughed at mistakes. He celebrated small wins. Even a single correct sentence felt rewarding. Adam noticed real change. He could express ideas naturally. He could understand others easily. He felt confident in conversations. He connected English to life. Not just grammar, not just vocabulary, but real-life communication, real understanding, real growth. Adam smiled, not for anyone else, not to show, quietly inside. He knew his effort mattered. He trusted the journey. He trusted small actions. He trusted consistency. He trusted patience. Every day was a step. Every word was progress. Every sentence built confidence. Adam was ready, ready for the final stage, ready to achieve fluency, ready to use English as a tool, ready to continue learning. The story was almost complete. Adam had transformed. He was confident. He was disciplined. He was patient. He was ready for the final step. Adam reached the final stage of his journey. He could speak English naturally. He could understand videos, conversations, and stories. He could express his thoughts clearly. Daily practice had transformed him. Consistency had shaped him. Patience had strengthened him. Small actions had created big results. He looked back at his journey, from fear to confidence, from hesitation to courage, from silence to expression. Adam realized learning English was more than words. It was growth. It was discipline. It was self-belief. It was action every day. He smiled quietly, not to show anyone, not for approval, but because he knew he had changed. He trusted himself. He trusted the process. He trusted small steps every day. Adam knew the journey did not stop. Every day was an opportunity to improve. Every conversation was practice. Every sentence was a step forward. He encouraged others quietly, sharing tips, encouraging small actions, showing that daily effort matters more than talent. Adam now used English as a tool to connect, to learn, to grow, to explore the world. He kept practicing, even when tired, even when distracted, even when progress seemed slow. Small steps were better than none. He celebrated every small win, every new word, every sentence, every correct understanding. Every improvement mattered. Adam's story became inspiration, not just for English, but for growth, for self-discipline, for consistency, for patience. He said goodbye quietly, thankful for the journey, thankful for every small step, thankful for learning to trust himself. And now is your turn. Start today. Take small steps. Practice daily. Consistency creates change. Patience builds mastery. Action shapes your future. The journey begins with one step. Keep moving forward. Believe in yourself. And never stop learning. Goodbye and keep practicing every day. Your future self will thank you.